Last time we broke free from destiny itself, rising from the dead through the well of souls, proving that fate isn't as unshakable as everyone believes. But what happens after rebirth? What do you do with freedom when the world around you still lives by fate's rules? In this episode, we step out of the ashes of the Well of Souls and into a world still trying to make sense of what we are. The gnomes, the creators of this miracle, don't believe it worked. They play gods, but we're the first proof they succeed and maybe their mistake. Okay.
Thank Matharu, another survivor. Are there any more?
No, the door collapsed behind me.
I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully.
The gnomes here represent the creators who have lost control of creation. They are scientists playing gods and now facing the aftermath. Their confusion that we are alive mirrors the uncertainty of a world where fate no longer applies. We are the reborn being, are an error in their system, a soul that shouldn't exist. At this woman. The Tuatha, what do you know about them?
Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do?
Okay, and what do you know of the Well of Souls?
The well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved the world. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price.
Alright, goodbye. And what about you? I'm breaking my neck to talk to you.
Seen you in the tower. Were you one of the professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you?
No, but can we bring him back?
Not without the well, we can't. This is the only one, and the Tuatha were tearing it apart. Hughes is the only one who understands how it worked.
What do you know about Allestar?
Allestar is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions.
Any idea what a Fatebreaker is?
Oh, you mean Agarth? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd. You should be able to find him in Warheart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it.
Okay. And anything about Hughes himself?
We all knew Fomerus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased.
It's kind of crazy. Hughes' possible death or survival equals the lingering question of whether the creator can survive his own creation, a Frankenstein motif. It also sets up a theme of faith and science versus destiny. Hughes believed he could beat death with knowledge, and we are the living proof of that defiance. Okay. Well of Souls?
Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now.
That's fair enough. Not even if it stared you in your little gnome face.
We saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did they really have a troll?
Yeah, the giant rock thing?
I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade.
Anything about Allestar?
We started building here when they found Prismeer in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Tuatha this far out west, though.
Anything about that Fate Weaver?
Fate Weavers? Ah, charlatans. You swears by them. But I'll be damned if I trust my future to some cards.
Yeah, fair point. But, you still have your cards. I don't.
Hughes ran off, you say? I wouldn't worry too much. The old man's tougher than he looks. And he's always got a plan.
So Hughes possibly couldn't have died. Okay. Anything about trolls? That would kind of help.
They're technically a type of wild fae. Related to the fae of the summer and winter courts, actually. Dangerous enough in the wild. But Tuatha also used them in their army.
Huh. And anything about the Tuatha?
I never did trust fae to begin with. But those Tuatha are the worst sort. They waged some sort of holy war against humans and Alpha for years now. But the front's all the way out east. What are they doing out here? How did they know about this place?
Alright, goodbye.
Right there.
So no one really knows us as, the Well of Souls creation. Wait a minute, there's something behind that waterfall. Classic video game, environmental, loot area. So what's behind the waterfall? Something behind the waterfall is a classic metaphor for discovery through curiosity. The rats here symbolize decay, corruption, and the remnants of the old world. They thrive among the dead, the waste, and the forgotten, exactly where we came from. Back to the waterfall. The waterfall itself equals a veil between worlds, symbolizing emotional cleansing or rebirth, and the water equals subconscious. The chest in the loot equals reward for intuition and exploration, encouraging players to trust curiosity, the same curiosity that drove Hughes' defiance of fate. And back to the rats. By killing the rats, we're metaphorically purging the rot from our rebirth, cleansing ourselves of what lingers from death. It also the first test of our survival instinct, primal, dirty, and immediate. We're not a hero yet, per se. We're still crawling out of death's shadow. Layer, right now we're lockpicking, but there's also a dispelling tutorial, the purple shiny chest. It's where we have to, dispel a illusion spell on it. The dispelling tutorial is also symbolic. We're learning to break illusions and unravel hidden truths, much like how we unravel fate itself. Yeah, no longbows. Now what is this purple chest? Okay, so let's figure this out. So this is like a puzzle. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's annoying, but okay. So this was a loot room / tutorial. This is a moral test wrapped in a random encounter. The bear equals nature's raw justice. It doesn't discriminate. It simply is. The gnome, the one that wheeled us into the disposal pit, equals cowardice, guilt, or the weak remnants of man's manipulation of life and death. We failed a persuasion attempt, and we had the choice to kill him, equals a symbolic confrontation with the limits of free will. Even though we're beyond fate, we can still fail, showing that free will doesn't mean control, it means responsibility. Killing him stains our new life with morality. Again, a reminder that breaking fate doesn't break consequence. No, I didn't. Oh my. He's definitely hiding something. Yeah, I'm making barbecue right now. Making gnome. Q. Sorry, man. I probably should have kept you alive. I didn't know that would cause that reaction. Yeah, I can't loot him. Yes, No, I can't. No, I can't loot him. That is a problem. Oh, stone candle mines. Let's see what's in here. The mind represents delving into the subconscious, a literal and psychological descent. Minds are spaces of buried truth, greed, and danger, symbolic of humanity digging too deep like the gnomes did. Shadow Prism, what do you do? That I do like. We don't need that, I don't think. I'll take that back, but let's go to the next area. I don't like how there's cold bolt. And there's a cold bolt behind me. I was about to say, I don't like how I was seeing dots. I really have to exterminate cockroaches. Nope. Why are they making like a puppy dog sound? And you are called a savage. Annoying, yes, but no. Burn. Oh, you're telling me I missed that lightning bolt? I didn't miss that time. I wonder who else is here. I wonder if he heard his fellow cockroaches and he was like, oh no, wait, whoa, there's a lot. The kobolds, or what I call Batman or Cockroachmen, embody the twisted remnants of instinct and survival. They're animalistic shadows of what we could have become if rebirth had failed. Clearing them out equals a rite of purification. It's our subconscious cleansing itself before re-entering civilization. You're annoying. That was an annoying fight. So that mine was a dungeon tutorial, I guess, which was neat. It's pretty basic, but let's go to what the mission is calling us to go to here. Who is... Ooh. A guy in a cool piece of armor.
You've come from the tower, haven't you?
Argoth.
Name's Argoth.
Fate Weaver.
Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh?
Yeah, Hughes sent me to find you.
Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now.
What makes you think he's dead?
The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but Hughes's success would come on the day of his death. He took it pretty well, honestly. Although we did a lot of drinking after that.
Can you give me some help?
I wish I could, but times...
Why?
I've barely got enough to pay my bar tabs as it is.
Okay, that's okay, I was dead too.
You're the one. Then that means it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself.
Tarot cards. Argarth being unable to read our fate equals the official spiritual confirmation that we're off the weave. The Fate Weavers are literally tarot readers of destiny. Their art is ancient, mystic, and obsolete until we showed up. To Argarth, we are a paradox incarnate. Someone who defines the cosmic design. On a psychological level, meeting him marks our transition from rebirth to self-awareness. The well gave us life, but Argarth gives us context. His despair at his own fate contrasts our freedom. He is bound, we are loose. It mirrors the tension between determinism and existential freedom. I wonder, XP boost, I wonder how that is accurate. Alright.
What are you?
What are you praying for, my dude?
I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that?
I don't know. I just did it.
Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death.
No, please do. Do you always see death? Because I'm interesting.
It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes. Other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths.
Is this why Hughes sent me?
That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes.
Fine, show me my fate. I know I don't have one.
You're nervous. Relax. This is what fate weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much...
What, I'm real, you must be drunk.
I am, but still, I've never seen someone whose fate was just missing. Not even when I was drunk as the King of Ballads. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not.
Yeah,
This
but I
is true,
don't.
and I'm not saying I believe it. Then your path is yours to determine.
Yep, I know. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one. I'm doing this one because that is gonna be. Oh, what do you see? What did you see then? Because I know you didn't see much.
I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make sense of them. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you.
So, what does this mean then?
It could mean nothing, or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that, or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings, but we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower.
Who's Argarth?
Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrim.
Oh,
I
you.
wrestled the
My bad.
Colossus priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men. But that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Turns out fate is the one thing I couldn't fight.
Arden?
You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Joven. Had to move there when he got run out of town. He's a damned good Fate Weaver, but that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these.
Makes sense. When the people see other people that see the world as it is, they don't usually like that type of person.
We are all threads in the tapestry of fate, measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate Weavers undertake the task of reading those threads. Our title always
A
was
psychic.
since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become.
More about Fate Weavers. I mean, psychics slash Fate Weavers, I'm sorry.
The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. We foretold the destinies of kings and gods. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. And all the news in the world is getting worse. The Order splintered long ago. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon.
Okay, so what's wrong with my fate?
That's just it. I don't know if you've got one. But that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there.
Alright, have a nice day with your beer.
What could this all mean?
Okay, what? And these Tuatha have... Oh, no, one Tuatha has something for me. An iron hammer is something not for me, okay. So, we have to go up here then. There is a rock. Lore stones are literal memory echoes of the world's past, fragments of history. Listen to one just after gaining free will symbolizes learning the world's story for the first time, unfiltered by destiny. It's like reading scripture after transcending religion. You now understand the words, but you no longer worship them. It also emphasizes one of Amular's key metaphors, knowledge as both freedom and burden.
She is the heart of spring, of day.
Status, lore stones, what did I just get? So, Olin, Cure Seeker, Olin, the Humble Knight, defends and heals. So if I get all 5, I get 8 poison resistance, which I don't know if that is gonna be good or bad, but we'll find out. What is it? Special delivery. Deliveries chest, whatever
Everyone
it
just stand
is.
back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Hello.
Who's the dead? The wounded Fey woman represents the natural world suffering under the weight of mortal actions. The Fey are creatures bound to fate, eternal and solidical. Our interference, our very existence, disrupts that balance. Healing her or helping her mirrors our role as a Fatebreaker, now tending to the damage fate left behind. The Fate Protector of Gohart embodies harmony with destiny, while we embody rebellion against it. Our upcoming encounter sets up a major philosophical clash. Are we a savior who can heal fate's wounds, or a disruption that will unravel everything? Crystal War?
Are you playing a trick on me? I would hope so.
No.
We're going on 10 years of the mortals and the Tuatha locked in a deadly embrace. Normally, I'd decry the bloodshed, but this is a conflict that we cannot afford to lose.
The Red Legion?
Bandits, but no ordinary bandits. Surely you've heard of Red the
Nope.
Dead Edward. They say he drinks the blood of his captives, that he consumes their souls. Or perhaps
Okay.
those are just rumors. You should be
Possibly.
fine if you stay inside the village. Once you go beyond the boundaries of Gorhart, however, your life is in your hands.
Sounds like fun. And the Tuatha.
I'd never seen one of them until a day or so ago. It appears that a small group of warriors ventured inland to strike behind our lines. Believe the stories, friend. The Tuatha were mad. They have been touched by a dark magic. They are wholly corrupted, and they are the enemy.
Okay. I can't talk to the dead chick on the ground. Oh, not dead, almost dead.
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savaged like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death.
Yeah.
The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this.
The Court of Summer?
Peaceful Fae make up the tribe known as the Court of Summer. They are led by a king in a faraway city, hidden from mortal eyes. That's about all I know. Little more than rumors and stories from my youth.
The Crystal War.
Fate rests in the hands of a few chosen who fight in the east. You wouldn't even know it in Gorhart. We're miles away from the smoke and the screams.
Fae?
I've spent most of my life dealing with them, but they aren't like us. Not at the core. They don't know what it means to be a man who sweats to feed his family. Gorhart has become a sort of refuge for those settlers who wish to live a life free of Fae. I don't see that lasting. Not with the war. Not with everything changing.
Fair enough. And what can you tell me about Gohart Village?
We keep a precarious peace with the Court of Summer, one that's tested every day. I lie awake at night worrying what kind of disaster awaits me in the morning. But we're a good community full of good people. We have our eccentrics, sure, but we work hard and live quietly. That's the best anyone can do these days.
And what happened here?
It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a Fae. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds.
I'd like to help.
Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit...
Yeah, but adversity
untraditional.
causes
There's a
change.
Fae named Derry. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but... I am a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to heal a Fae. If not, then we're back where we started.
And where can I find Erie?
She spends her days in the precipice.
And that's where our journey ends for today. At the edge of Gohart, while still in Gohart, standing between mystery and morality. We've escaped death, questioned fate, and already made choices that test what kind of person we're becoming in this second life. Next time, we'll meet the Fae woman who watches over this town. A being tied deeply to nature, magic, and the old ways of fate. Maybe she'll see something in us others can't, and if there's time, we'll lend a hand to the alchemist, because in Amular, every small act ripples through destiny, even for someone who no longer has one. The well gave us life, but what do we do with it gives us meaning. Thanks for watching Breakdown Mondays. If you enjoyed this dive into Amular's symbolism, drop a like and share your own theories in the comments. And subscribe for episode 3. The story, fate, freedom, and the Fae continues next week.